Hi guys, EatMaBB here, and it's Banter 270. What am I using? Straight off the bat, drag 4 kit, U4 cell tank on top, and I'm still on Riff Raff cherry drops. Can't remember if I was on that last week or not. I think I was, but I'm still on that. And I've got this as well. Yeah, there's no boxes up here, but there is another package there, which is the same as this. Didn't get it in a box or nothing, and that is due for review. I think it's this week actually. Yeah, it should be. I got it, I want to say Tuesday, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's up this week. Just try to think how I can find it when it arrived, because I haven't taken photographs of it yet. And then maybe not, because I've not updated that. Anyway, it came in last week, because if you watched the LXV show on Friday, you would have seen it, because I showed it then. But yeah, so I've got this, and that's all I'm using. Since I'm not showing you what juice is inside it, it's obviously a disposable of some sort. In chat at the moment, bring that here. I've got coil, high coil. Don't know who else is in. Apparently there's 2 watching just, which isn't very good. Yeah, I've got 2 watching, so it's only probably be me and coil, which is very bad. So we're using coil. Your setup, juice, etc, etc. If you don't know already, I am going to be a permanent host on the LXV Friday night on Vape and Vinny's channel at 8 PM until it finishes. Because Friday there it finished at 9:30, because we're running out of stuff to talk about. But yeah, so I'm going to be on that every Friday. Go along, contribute towards chat, just like what you do here when you're here. Coils on a borrow, not giving much away, because there is loads of borrow mods now. I've got one adjustment to do to this before I show you it, or before I show coil it. Right, so it is this. And it is the SMPO DLO3 basic bridge. I think it's inside a V1 Strawberry Shortcake by Vape Dead, and it's the SXK SR mod. That's not too bad. Not got one obviously. So this is a disposable with a difference, a big difference. First off, standard 510 drip tip. I've not been using this one much because it is rather slack, so I've been putting my own drip tip on it. SMPO is mainly disposables. I've done a few of their stuff. I've actually got any more here. I don't think I have. Yeah, so they do normal disposable stuff. They've got these bad boys, which is a disposable tank, standard 510 on the bottom. I've had them for a wee while, these tanks. But yeah, I've done quite a few of their stuff. I just can't find anything else. I must have used them all, the other ones that they gave me. But before I go and start rambling on about this again, let's say hi to Simon. Hi. So it's replaceable 510 drip tip. On the bottom you do have a light inside the circles there, USB charge port. On the top it tells you what flavours inside it. Not as hard to see because it's been reflective a bit, but the thing that I like the most about it takes an 18650 battery. Just pop it in like so, put it on. So when you're throwing it away, you take your 18650 battery out and you're throwing away mainly plastic and metal, because obviously you're not going to throw away the battery, you're going to keep it, which has to be a step forward. Yeah, it is a bit big. You have to expect that because it's taking an external battery, but other than that it's actually not too bad. Precisely, Simon. No battery wastage. So yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. Plus, as you're saying, there's no battery wastage in it. So every time you finish with it, take your battery out, and you probably get away with throwing it into your plastic bin for recycling. Just with it mainly being plastic and metal, which goes in your plastic bin. Well, up here it does anyway. Your plastic and metal go in the same bin. So I'm reckoning that's where that'll be going, because there's no battery in it. Hi Dick. Yes, you could, Simon, if you wanted to, because it has got a USB-C charge port on the bottom. That's a pity, Dick. So at least there is some disposable companies out there try to reduce battery wastage. I think that's the first one I've seen so far. So hopefully there is more companies follow suit and start doing that as well. Hopefully down the line I'll have it so that your pod with your juice etc can get removed as well. So then it is just the wee pod that's getting removed. Hopefully they're going down that route. They have got another product just come out, I'm waiting on that coming. Both were supposed to come together, but they run out of the other one in their warehouse. So it must be out already. Price point $16.60 for one of these. So I don't know what that would be over here. Hi Graham. Yes, I can see you. How long for Graham? I don't know. That depends on you and Facebook. Don't know any that still sells a workforce on a mesh rebuildables. No, I don't. Sorry, Kyle. If it's just the mesh, I reckon other meshes should work. You may have to cut it down a bit. No, if that works. That's all thing that I could suggest that you try. Yeah, it's not too bad. The only problem is, I think it's meant 2 mil. So you may not actually be able to get over here. Yeah, 15 mil capacity inside it. So that's not good, that it's going to be over. So you can't get over here. Just with the capacity. But hopefully more do go down this road. That's all I could say about that. Yeah, it would be, Simon. If it was 2 mil, then I reckon it would probably be about £8 or thereabout. I thought the PMP rebuildable was a standard coil. Be well that, Simon. Hopefully it's for the better and not the worse. Because I definitely need to get rid of this 2 mil tank capacity. That's negative nobody. 2 mil, I'd be filling it up every 5 minutes. Especially the Vape, because I like to keep the juice above the cotton line. So you'd probably get about 1 mil, and then you'd have to refill it to keep the juice above it. Yeah, I'm the same, Kyle. I've got one sitting in my car at the moment, which I keep just in case something happens to the coil that I've got in at work, something happens, so I can come and get the one that's in the car. But yeah, they do have their place, but there is better ways to do it. No bother coil. Yeah, I've never had that 1 gram. I just can't be bothered with all the faffing about with rebuildables in such tight spaces, because I always muck them up. I have this. It's not even been out the box yet. It's still in its wee baggy how it came. All because I know it's going to be a faff mucking about with the wee coils. And it is coiled up already, it comes like that. I don't mind stock coils, just for the fact that it is easy enough to change. Just in case you take it out, put some juice on the new one, stick it back in, and away you go. So that's why I prefer them. They're quick and easy for me. So I just stick to my stock coil, especially for work. Yeah, and there is people like you, Simon, that can't actually put coils in anything at all. Maybe they don't have full use of their fingers, which could make it hard for people to actually put a bulb in something, even an RTA, RDA. Some people can't do that. So they have to stick with stock coils. I know if they probably went to their vape shop, they could get them to do it for them. But imagine being stuck in the house at night time and something happens to it, and what are they going to do? Because they can't change it themselves. So they're better to stick to stock coil tanks, just so it's easier. Neurovatic, I can't even remember the last thing that I bought with a coil. It's all been stock coils, disposables. No, I can't even think what it was. Must have been ages ago anyway. I've got loads of coils in cotton. I do have drippers and tanks that I can set up, but I just prefer stock coils. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. hopefully companies start actually doing RTAs, RDAs again. I know it will come around in the big circle that it's doing. But we just have to wait and see what's coming out. That's not very good, Simon. I think the only one that's really kept to RDAs, RTAs, etc. the most is Vape. See, that's one of the reasons I wouldn't sit at a desk all day. Because everything's computerised. So yeah, you'll be using a mouse so your fingers will stick like that, how you hold the mouse. Because that's how your fingers are when you're working. For your 8 hours or whatever. That's why mine's is holding a spanner as such. But yeah, Vape is a good company. I wish they'd come back to expos as well. Yeah, Dick. Asgards are good. That's what I use if I use my mech mod. It's needing a good clean though, because it's starting to get awfully dark. I think that's the mini if I remember right. That long so I've had it actually built up. And it's not saying. So we have shade on the bottom bit, doesn't. Yeah, that's true, Simon. But it still would be nice if they did come along again. Talking at expos, I got an email from the company that's dealing with it. I can't remember what their name is. Yeah, I think that's why they've stuck with the name Dead Rabbit. What's her name? Forward Events Limited. About the man cave. They're selling their tickets at half price, even although half the stalls are still empty. But you have to expect that because it is the first man cave that they've done. So I'm hoping that I'll get in for now. Hopefully they send me a pass to get in. But you just have to wait and see. See if I've changed the floor plan yet, or added any new ones since I'm on it. Still no free marks. or Dove Paw. Or Swan or Steam Crave. I hope they do, Simon. I'm hoping that LNG Holdings is Dovepaw, because I'm positive that's the name they went under back in May. So hopefully it is. Looking at the floor plan, there's still no changes to it, and it's still how it originally was. There is still some squares available in the loam zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 looking at it just now. So hopefully that will change. Near enough all the ones around the red carpet's taken. There's 24 around the outside edge. The 2 right at the stage isn't taking it. I wonder if that's because it's right at the stage where you can't hear nothing at all because of the stage. But yeah, it shouldn't be that long to go actually. 50 days or something. 52 days to go until Expo. So it's not that long away now. Getting closer. Yeah. Right, so any more topics anybody wants to talk about? Anything else? Doesn't have to be vape related to a certain degree. I've not even had any emails saying that so and so's sending so and so or anything like that to tell you. And we're halfway through. Laid back vape shot on tonight. I couldn't tell you because I didn't check now. Yeah, they are. But yeah. Come off of that. So I've only got 5 watching, 3 thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either or. It doesn't bother me. Make sure you click the top chat and change it to live chat. Click the wee cog on the YouTube, which is your settings, and change your playback speed to 1.25 just to catch up. So there's not so much a gap between when I say something and when you hear it. Yeah, it is, Simon. I think everybody or the companies will be waiting to probably starting next month for the expo to release new stuff. No bother, Dick. I've been home for 4 hours now. Easy. I don't know if Graham's still here and if he can still chat or not, because he's been having problems the last couple of weeks. See, I'm a half 74. Apart from 2 weeks in the year when Diageo do a shutdown. Got the dog sat on me. So that's giving you good luck then, Graham, that you're still here. Hi, Hells. Missed you on Friday. See, instead of phoning for a takeaway, Deek, go and pick one up and then you'll get it quicker. Yeah, I was going to do a help with postway, but since there's only 5 in, there's probably no point. So I'll just wait till next week to get more in. Because other show will be finishing now, and then we'll probably get them coming in. At least you're getting a new bus, Simon. Try and find something to talk about. Don't know, but the weather was good today. Nice and sunny all day. Warm. That's not new, Simon. That's old. I thought you were getting a new 23 plate bus. I had to stop quite a few times to get a drink. Which means less gets done. My favourite so far. Joe Battery has to be Drag 4 kit. What I'm using now. I'm still using it. For stock or for single battery, then it has to be the M100 S. Yeah, that's not a tank that comes with it. That's the first PMP tank. Just by being plastic, it's easier for me at work, because then the glass can't break because there's no glass. With built-in battery, have to be the Hitch 40, the latest one, and that's for Vape, them all of them. But Graham, see when your doors and windows are out, you'll actually feel drafts coming right through the house. So it might be a wee bit cooler for you in the morning. It's using PMP coils. I've got the TW20 in this and in this, because I just like the flavour of it, because it's brilliant. Oh, but Simon, you've got a big window that opens, or you should have. That's coils there that I'm using, PMP TW20s. Which I'll have to order more because I'm on my second last box. How many tanks do I get for a single coil? It's a wee bit hard to tell you, because obviously it varies on tank size. I get usually about a week out of a coil, but I'm vaping sweet juices, which are usually coil killers anyway. Yeah, they are. I think they need to get away from the drag series though, and start a new series instead of just dragging it on. Should bring out a new series that take 21700 batteries instead of 18650s. It's one juice range I've never tried, Simon. I usually buy my bottles of concentrate, which make up 250ml at a time. Get 6 bottles and it'll last me months. And I know I have to get some soon, so I can get them mixed up and ready for Expo. Yeah, you're right there, Coil. What's that for a pack? I think it's about £10 for 5. So that's like £2 a week. And then the juice. I reckon maybe a 10, yeah, about 10 quid a week for the juice. Could be a wee bit more. So it's still a lot cheaper than buying traditional fags. I don't know, Graham, I go through more juice with an RDA than what I do with a tank. Don't ask me why, but I do. An RTA, yeah, about the same amount of juice. I could probably just talk to the person that I deal with, Simon, if I wanted. Yeah, stock coils is a lot easier than an RDA, RTA for it to change. Peel it out, put some juice on your coil, push it in, tighten it all back up, fill it back up with juice, and away you go. Not so much the old, but yeah, the other two, aye. But once RTA and RDAs do start to come back, then hopefully I'll get back into building them. Well, near enough all the coils will probably get made in a handful of factories. Because I can't see every single company that does stock coils or have their own factory to make them. And I think that's how you're getting clone coils, as they're not up to spec for the company, so they sell them as a clone coil. Yeah, Kangartech have went down the pod route, if I remember right, when I seen them at Expo in May. Hi Mike. Who else went podwise? Tugboat. They went down the pod route as well. Quite a few of them actually done that. Hi Susan. I don't even know if they're going to Expo, I never checked. Kangaroo is going again. And the other one, isn't it? No, it's down as another name. Can I say I have noticed that coil? Yeah, even Steam Crave come out with the pod, which I never thought would happen. I don't think I actually had that coil in the Skonka dug boats. Yeah, right, coil. I don't think I've had a disposable yet. Let's find it. Yeah, they have had disposables out. Nova Bar, B600, Nord Bar, Mini 1, Stick Bar, M Bar Pro, Novo Bar, Club Bar, Val, M Bar. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 disposables that Smuck has done. I don't know if Vape was. By the looks at Vape haven't done any pods, disposable pods. I could say Vape hasn't done any disposable pods, but they started another company to actually do disposable pods, because they've got Zovo. Steam Crave haven't done one, but they've got, what is it called, AirPod or something? Can't remember the right name. Airstick. They started that company up. Yeah, there is a few that hasn't technically done disposables, but they have created another company to do the disposables. I thought rig mods were all mechanical single battery coil. Don't think I've ever been to Paisley. Probably drove past it, but that's about it. Is that still a mechanical mic? Stacked. Yeah, I've been to Renfrew, because that's where Diageo is. I can't even mind the name of it. I'll get me going and search for it. Been that long for I've been there. Renfrew. Don't think it was that far. Blytheswood. I've been there. Next to the retail park. No, I can definitely say I've never been at Paisley, because that's just passed round through. Setup's the usual mic, drag 4 kit, and I've got the SMPODL03 as well, which does have replaceable 510. That's my own drip tip, and it takes us 18650 battery, disposable pod. It is coil, definitely fifers you have to keep an eye on. A fry up. No bother, Susan. Speak to you later. Mind you, it is past 9 o'clock. That last half hour flying makes a change. Now, if you've got any questions, ask away before I go. And Simon's come back at the right time. Right, Simon, any questions, ask away before I go, because it is after 9 o'clock. It is coil. Oh, no, you did, Susan. Oh, what you have? I misread it. At the moment, everything that I have tried, the Vape coil, are giving me the best flavour. Especially TW range coils, off the PMP coils. Their other coil that they'd done, I've come in to name it, TPT maybe. I can't remember, it's that long ago if I had one. Yeah, no, none there. But even the other coil that they tried still wasn't getting the same flavour as getting for PMP coils. No, not at all, Susan. Yeah, DPP coils. That's it. Yeah. the flavour was a bit muted compared to the PMP. And that, can't mind what it was. The smaller coils, they were not too bad for mouth to lung. Yeah, I shouldn't have got away for pages. Mike, what's the messages that you're deleting? Right, products. The ITO coils. Yeah, Gen 80's not too bad, if I remember right. Yeah, you wish, Susan. So, Mills, I remember on Friday night on the LXV show, I went and checked my videos to see how much views I was getting on the highest viewing videos. And I'll find it. Views, there we go. Yeah, and the Vape Drag S Pro is now 56 away for 96k. I think I'm getting about 800 views a week on it, which isn't too bad. Next one down is the Drag S at 91.5k. GTX Go 80 by Vaporesso is 65.5, and the GTX Go 40 is 73 away for 50. So they're not too bad. So in the last 48 hours, the Vape Drag S has had 66 views, GTX Go 40 has had 48, and the Musket has had 45. Not really, Coil. Didn't get much at all from YouTube, just because of what they are. There was a time they actually stopped them altogether. I can't mind where it tells you again. trying to find it. Yeah, just for some comparisons, in the last 7 days I made 6p. So that goes to show you don't actually get that much nowadays to what you did 5-6 years ago. Yeah, still probably wouldn't get any more revenue from it. Right, Susan, ask you a question before I go. And the worst thing is you have to I think it's minimum £60 in your account before you can actually take it out. So it's not as if you can go in every week and just take it out. You have to wait till you hit a threshold. And at the moment, I don't know how much I was in it. If you come on, yes. I don't know if Simon's still on. He may be do it too. But I'm positive on the LXV show they do actually say happy birthday to people it's on. If I remember right. Simon will keep me right there if he's still listening or hails. How does the birthday shout outs go on the LXV show, Simon? Because if you did miss it at the start, I'm now a permanent host on the LXV show on Friday night, 8 o'clock till it finishes on Vape Vinny's channel. I'm going to get the link again for it. Copy. Hopefully this will take you to it. So there's the link to Vape and Vinny's channel on YouTube. You can also watch it on his page, group I think it is. I can't remember what he's all got on Facebook. But you don't just have to watch it on YouTube. Don't think that'll happen, Coil. Yeah, I think Susan will pop in just to get all the happy birthdays off everybody. I don't sing because I sing like a cat. No bother, Mike. Hopefully see you again next week and Friday. I just chucked my box out. Yeah, I'll give her a box of, what is it? Bean Boozled. That's sweet. Some of them are rotten. I'm going away, Mike. Just keep me be now. I'll just rattle on. Keep rattling on. Unless there's nothing to say. Right, so I hope everybody's had their questions in. Right. Yeah, I will do, Simon. And I'll try and take care. Right. I have to thank everybody that has come along tonight and chatted in chat and kept me talking as much as possible. If you're watching the replay of this, try and come along to the live show on the Monday night. If you're not doing nothing on Friday night between 8 and 10 ish, come along to Vape and Vinny's YouTube channel to the LXV show, because I'll be on that as well from now on. But try and come along to the live on the Monday night at 8 o'clock. Thanks again to everybody that has come into chat tonight, and as always, stay safe and bye just now.